Good morning. Welcome to another One Mind meditation. It's Friday morning. Welcome to Friday. Hope you feel that Friday energy in the air. And of course, on a Friday, our message and our meditation is always on the topic of love. Our teacher for this week is Jack Canfield, but I've brought in just one quote from A Course in Miracles that supports today's message. I love the content. I love the topic of today's message. Are you ready? Let's get right in there. Beatrix, good morning. Danae, good morning. Sunmari, good morning. Anthony, good morning. Hello, beautiful people. Great seeing you here on a Friday morning. Let's get into it. What is the opposite of love? What is the opposite? What might the opposite of love be? Jack Canfield says, love and fear are the two opposite ends of the continuum. As far as I'm concerned, when we are not in love, we are in fear, says Jack Canfield. Love and hate is how we've culturally been thinking about the opposites. However, a more spiritual view has been that hate is not the opposite of love, but that fear is. I want to shine another light on it as well that might inform your understanding of love versus fear. Anami, very good morning. Happy Friday to you. When we are not in love, we are indeed in fear, because experiencing ourselves as being disconnected from love is a scary place to be. So maybe fear is not quite the opposite of love, but the desperate need to be reconnected to love. Gripped in fear, we start splashing and flailing in our pond, muddying the water and losing all clarity, which scares us even more. In fear, we are both scared and aggressive, and we keep behaving in a way that damages the relationships that we do have, not because we're being the opposite of love, but because we are desperately trying to grasp at it. Maggie, good morning. Awesome seeing you. Hello. So it might be true that fear is not something that really stands in opposition to love. Fear might be something that is desperate to be reconnected to love. A Course in Miracles also describes this in a beautiful way, the idea that fear might be the opposite of love, or is it? The quote from A Course in Miracles is, "The opposite of love is fear, but what is all-encompassing can have no opposite." Take a moment to digest that. Love, which is all-encompassing. And what is all-encompassing cannot have an opposite, can it? If it is everything, there can't be an opposite to this. You are love. You are never disconnected from love, but your fears can absolutely make it feel that way. Stop the splashing. Stop the desperate grasping for anything outside of yourself and fall inwards. Every time you soften and surrender, you will fall right back into the love that you already are. I'll leave you with a few more thoughts from Jack Canfield on the topic of love. He says, "It is kindness in a person, not the beauty, that wins our love. The greatest gift you can give anyone is a gift of empowerment and love. May you always love like you have never been hurt." I think that the deepest belief I have is that love really is the answer to all problems. Fear in its raw form is not merely an emotion, but a desperate plea for reconnection. When gripped by fear, we become frantic, lashing out and creating more distance from the very love we seek. This self-destructive behavior is not a deliberate act of malice, but a misguided attempt to grasp at love's elusive presence. If you're ready, this journey of love, to love, being connected to love, is what our Friday meditation is all about. You can close your eyes and let's float away together, starting with the first few big breaths. Let's take a deep breath in and out. A deep breath in and out. A deep inhale and let it go. Deep breath in and out. One more big breath in and let it all flow away. You can continue the same breathing pattern on your own time. Every slow inhale through your nose gets drawn all the way deep down into your belly. And as you fill up your belly with air, also raise yourself up. As you breathe in, stretch out your spine, lift the top of your head toward the ceiling. And once you've reached your full height, let all of it go. With every exhale, soften. With every breath out, soften your spine, slump down your shoulders and drop your head. While you continue your full body breathing, feel yourself rise with every inhale. Feel your body grow taller. And then feel yourself fall with every exhale. Feel your body grow softer. And while you do, I want to remind you that there is a circle of beautiful humans breathing right along with you. Take a moment to look around your circle. See these beautiful faces. Watch these bodies rise and fall in their own breathing rhythm. And then allow your imagination to fill in the background. Where in the world is this circle sitting today? And in this place where our circle is sitting, if you were to drop your hands to the ground next to you, what would you feel under your palms? What would you feel between your fingers? In this place where our circle is sitting, what does the breeze carry to you? What do you hear and what do you smell? And in this place where our circle is sitting, what does the breeze feel like on your skin? We'll take the last few big breaths of this phase together, helping our bodies stretch and adjust and settle down into as much comfort as possible for the rest of our journey. Take a deep breath in. And as you release, drop your head all the way forward. Roll out your neck muscles forward and to the left. And forward and to the right. Take a deep breath in. As you release, roll your shoulders forward in big, slow circles. Take a deep breath in. As you release, roll your shoulders backwards in big circles, nice and slow. Take a deep breath in. As you release, focus on your spine. You can lean your upper body over to the left. See if you can get your left ear closer to your left hip. And also lean your upper body over to the right. See if you can get your right ear closer to your right hip. One more big breath in. And as you release, you can stretch or move or adjust any part of your body that still needs a bit of help settling down. having softened our bodies into a state of presence, or at least as present as we are able to become right now. We can now turn our attention inwards and dive deep inside for the next part of our journey. With every next inhale, we'll hold our breath for a few short moments, followed by a really long, really slow exhale. If you don't have the time to sit for the whole meditation with us, then this is always a good place to stop. But if you are here for the whole journey, we'll take the next few big breaths together. Take a deep breath in and hold. As you release, make it a really long, really slow exhale. Take a deep breath in and hold. As you release, feel into your body. Feel how softness slips in and settles in every part of your body. Take a deep breath in and hold. As you release, follow the downwards flow through your body. Feel your shoulders slowly falling. Feel your body slowly softening. And feel how you are slowly slipping deeper into you. One more big breath in. And hold. And as you release, feel yourself melting. Feel your whole body dissolving. Feel how you are slipping into a deeper level of surrender with every slow exhale. With your next big breath, as you dive deep into you, feel the air flow in through your nostrils. Feel the air touch the back of your throat. Stay with your breath as it flows in through your lungs. And as you fill up the balloon inside your belly, feel yourself slip all the way in. Hold your breath, but hold it only for as long as it feels easy, followed by a really long, really slow exhale. With your next big breath, as you dive deep into you, I want to remind you that there is a circle of beautiful humans taking that breath right along with you. Each are wrapping their arms around themselves and welcoming themselves home. Take your next big breath. I want to invite you to be as open and as playful with this experience as you can be. Invite the child in you to come and play along. Use a bit of imagination and feel your way into this experience. As you take your next big breath, as you dive deep into you, I want you to fill the balloon in your belly bigger than you ever have before. As you breathe in, feel the balloon in your belly full. And then, as you hold more air than ever in the past, become aware of what sensation awakens at your core. What is the feeling you become aware of as you hold a belly full of air? Take your next big breath. Do you feel any physical sensation wake up as you hold a belly full of air? Most often described as a warm sensation or a hot sensation even, or the complete opposite, a cold sensation. Often to be found around your stomach area, your bladder area, your heart area. Let's try it again. Let's see if you can get there. Can you feel that? As you take a deep breath, inhale more air than you ever have. Fill yourself with it. And as you hold this belly filled to the max with air, become aware of what physical sensation that wakes up within you. Take your next big breath. You are a portal for love to flow into this world. I want to ask you to add a bit of imagination. Come along for this ride. Just imagine that the sensation you feel as you hold a belly full of air, that's where the portal opens. That is where you feel the light of love move, start awakening within you. Place your attention there. Ask that sensation to grow. Take your next big breath. At the beginning of today's meditation, we heard that fear cannot really be the opposite of love because we are never disconnected from love. Fear is when we feel disconnected. But love is what we're made of. We just have to fall within and find that connection again. Imagine finding it physically. Finding a physical sensation of light waking up and moving in you. The source of love is within. With your next big breath, as you dive deep into you, bring again your attention to that space at your core where you feel light wake up. Take your next big breath. With your next big breath, as you dive deep into you, place your hand over your heart and invite that light to flow up into and through your heart. Add as much imagination as you need, but also a willingness to feel. A willingness to feel your heart filled with love. What would that feel like? And if you don't feel it right now, don't panic. But with practice, we get better at this, becoming once again reacquainted with a feeling of love in our heart. So as you take your next big breath, as you dive deep into you, lift that light up into your heart and feel it there. Feel the joy, feel the happiness in your heart that love brings. Take your next big breath. Whenever your heart feels the emotion of love, there is an explosion of energy in your body. Whenever your heart feels the emotion of love, the information in your body becomes highly organized. Take a look around your circle at all these beautiful humans with their hands on their hearts and notice the light in their chests ready to burst out. And as you notice that, come back to the feeling of love in your own heart. Take your next big breath. We'll take the last few big breaths of this phase together, slipping out of the breath-holding space and into the next. Let's take a deep breath in and hold. As you release, make it a really long, really slow exhale. Take a deep breath in and hold. As you release, feel how softness slips into your body and settles in every fiber of your being. One more big breath in and hold. And as you release, feel yourself slip all the way through. There is no more attention on your breathing. You can sit all the way back, or even lie all the way back down and feel yourself just floating. But in our circle, it is your turn to stand up. Stand up from your spot. Open your heart and pour out love on these humans in your space. You take a step to your left to stand behind the first person on your left. And placing your hands on her head, there is a surge through your heart. It's a little bit like placing your hand on a fire hose and feeling the pulsating inside. There is a pulsating of love and light through your heart. It runs in streams down your arms, through your open hands, over her head, over her face, over her body. And it hits her right in her open heart. Feel that. Feel that connection to her heart in yours. You take another step to your left to stand behind the next person on your left, and placing your hands on his head, there is again a surge through your heart. Love and light run in streams down your arms, through your open hands, over his head, over his face, over his body. And his big, beautiful heart opens up wide to drink in all of this love. Feel that connection in your heart. You make your way around the circle, stopping behind every beautiful human, placing your hands on every head and pouring out love for everyone. Let your heart feel that. Let your heart feel the joy of sharing love. make your way around the whole circle. Find yourself back at your spot. Take your seat. And now it's your turn. It's your turn to be served, and it's our turn to serve you. You feel the first pair of feet shuffle in behind you and the first pair of hands placed on your head, and a waterfall of love is poured over you. It runs in streams over your head, over your face, over your body, and it hits you right in your open heart. Feel that there. Again, feet shuffle in from behind, hands are placed on your head, and a waterfall of love is poured over you. It runs over your head, over your face, over your body, and hits you right in your open heart. Feel the joy of love in your heart. There is more to come, more feet to shuffle in from behind, and more hands to be placed on your head. And as more love gets poured over you, and again more, I would love you to join me in this exercise. Can you open your hands? Can you turn your palms upwards? Can you be the embodiment of receiving? And as more love gets poured over you, can you say this with me? I am worthy. I am worthy of receiving love. I am deserving. I deserve to be loved. I am good enough. Just as I am good enough. There's nothing I have to first do, first fix, or first prove. I am enough. One more exercise I'd love you to take part in. Just imagine for a moment you can step outside of yourself, stand next to yourself, and look at this human sitting there. Clearly this is someone who is trying. Can you place your hands on this human's head? And perhaps place your hands over your heart as you talk to you. Say these words to you. You are worthy. You are worthy of receiving love. You are deserving. You deserve to be loved. You are good enough. Just as you are good enough. There is nothing you have to first do, first fix, or first prove. You are enough. You are enough. Our circle is again full. Everyone has made their way to their spots. We are ready for the last 5 breaths of gratitude together, but before we get there, when you stand up from this meditation, will you fall back into a critical inner narrative? Will you fall back into beating yourself up and punishing yourself? Or when you hear that voice, will you catch yourself? Will you remind yourself how you just spoke to yourself now? And will you come back to these words? You are worthy. You are deserving, and you are good enough. I trust that you will remember to speak to yourself in love. Let's take the last 5 breaths of gratitude together. With every exhale, I'll say my thank you, and I invite you to say yours. Take a deep breath in. Thank you for being in our circle today. Take a deep breath in. Thank you for the source of light that you are in this world. Take a deep breath in. Thank you for allowing us to shower you with love. Take a deep breath in. Thank you for allowing us to love you just as you are. One more big breath in. Thank you, beautiful people. Thank you for coming on this journey. Thank you for allowing the child in you to inspire you on this journey. Thank you for leaning into imagination and feeling light move in your body and feeling the joy of love filling your heart. Karen, it's always good to see you pop in. An awesome Friday to you. Anthony, thank you. Danae, thank you. Beatrix, thank you so much. Thank you, Maggie. Thank you, Sunmarie. Thank you, Anami. Thank you, everybody. I hope you can feel your heart filled with love. See you soon. Ciao, ciao.